Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have some really interesting news concerning Avengers Endgame and the fact that one of the Avengers that was ultimately blipped away or snapped away was meant to survive Endgame, but that the writers ultimately decided to kill them off in Avengers Infinity War because according to them they had already had a lot to do in that movie and had a lot more of progressing to do after the events of Avengers Endgame, including their own series as well as appearing in Doctor Strange 2. The character that I'm of course alluding to is Scarlet Witch, who according to original drafts for Avengers Endgame was actually one of the Avengers that survived the Thanos snap, and was set to be dealing with a lot of the emotion of Vision in Endgame. This is what the writers recently had to say about Scarlet Witch and her role in Endgame, and ultimately why they decided to snap her away in Infinity War, despite in the original draft of Endgame Scarlet Witch actually surviving. We had a moment where Scarlet Witch looked at Vision's body in a drawer, and it was mainly just maudlin. And it was also from a draft where Scarlet Witch had frankly not been blipped, because we had a draft where Scarlet Witch actually survived, and was a character in Endgame. The problem was though, she'd gotten so much mileage in the story in the first movie, Infinity War, that she didn't really have anything that equaled that in the second, so it was a step down. And because of that, we ultimately decided to blip her along with other characters. So this is actually fairly big news, the fact that Scarlet Witch was actually alive during the events of Avengers Endgame in the original draft, and was one of the few characters that survived the snap. Apparently she was going to be alongside the rest of the core Avengers group, but they noticed that she took very much a back seat, and they didn't want to have this major step down after all of the progression that the character had made in both Civil War and Infinity War, and then push her to the sideline. So in the end, the directors and writers of Avengers Endgame decided to kill Scarlet Witch off along with most of the other Avengers and Vision himself. And I would venture a guess that a lot of the story that was going to happen with Scarlet Witch in Avengers Endgame will be explored in WandaVision, with Scarlet Witch dealing with the fact that Vision is no longer around, as again Vision was a character that was outright killed and did not return at the end of Endgame. Anyway though guys, what are your thoughts on this and the fact that Scarlet Witch was actually one of the Avengers that survived the initial snap in the first draft of Avengers Infinity War, and that Scarlet Witch was actually going to be alive in Avengers Endgame and part of that Avengers group? Do you guys ultimately agree with the writers that it was a good decision to snap Scarlet Witch away? Or would you have liked to see what her character was like in Endgame following the death of Vision and a lot of her friends? Leave your thoughts on this in the comments down below. As always my friends, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.